Alright, I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, my name's Caleb, and I've got some stories I'm going to tell you about my life because I enjoy life a little differently than others. So, I grew up in a small town here, Southwest Texas, my whole life. And, I'm not racist at all, but living in a small town in Texas, you are subject to racism all the time. And I didn't realize that affected me until I was living in Florida. And I was working at this warehouse, and my best friend Kenny, me and him, I'd bring him to work every single day, and I'd bring him home, and we were great friends. All right, Kenny was black, and we had the warehouse, and the inside sales had about 3 desks in our boss's office right here. They were all open, they did their calls. Well, the boss calls me and Kenny into the office one day, and we go in there, and he says, hey man, we're going to see 3 Doors Down. We have some extra tickets if y'all want to go. And I was like, awesome man, I haven't seen 3 Doors Down in a coon's age. Well, I didn't realize that that is a racist comment. That coon's age is not how long a raccoon lives, which is what I previously thought, 3 to 5 years. I don't know. How long does the raccoon stay alive for? No, that is a racial slur, and you should not use that at all. All right, so I had to do a little soul searching after that, kind of figure out who I am. And along that search, I realized that I'm not a fighter at all. I've never been in a fight. I've been in one fight, actually, and it was because of my brother. Now, my brother, he is a gangster. We grew up in the same house, but straight up, dude has sleeve tats, both arms, chest piece, which you'll see because he's never wearing a shirt. And he just keeps it real. All right, well, we were living together, me, him, his girlfriend, and their baby. And we go to the gas station to go get some drinks. And as we're pulling back up, we see about 3 cars parked on the side of the road, and 2 guys are at the door. Well, before I could even put my car in park, my brother is out of the car and ready to go. He's running up and just hitting this dude, and I'm like, all right, throw the car in park, I'm out, I have his back, I'm his brother. So he's getting hit, and I'm like, all right, he's handling his business, no reason for me to jump in. Well, a guy starts walking into double team of it. I'm like, that's my brother. No. So I go to get him. He shoves me against the truck. I come back and bam, smack him right in the face. Now, I've never hit anybody, and never been in a fight, but your adrenaline goes 0 to 100 real quick. My heart's beating so fast, like I've just done drugs. I'm sitting here, and I'm a talker, so I'm about to yell and get everyone's attention. So I go to yell, but as I go to yell, I vomit everywhere. I say, hey, all over the side of the road. You don't want to fight somebody who has just thrown up all over their face. I'm sitting there, well, you want to go? There's just chunks on my beard. It is absolutely terrible. You do not want to do that. So I learned right then, I'm not a fighter. I'm going to stay in my lane, which that is not it. All right? So also recently, I encountered a near-death experience, which that'll make you realize who you are. I was in Florida, my parents live in Florida, and they decided to take me out to a steakhouse, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, which is a dream for me. All right, when you go there to this place, they give you a card. On one side it's green, one side is red. You flip it to green, they have people walking around, servers, with skewers of meat. Like I'm talking just chunks of filet, ribeyes, all lamb, everything. I almost blacked out as soon as I walked into the place. All right. So they're cutting off slivers on my plate. I almost never turn it to red because just more steak, please. So they cut it off into little chunks. So I go to start eating my first piece of steak, and I'm like, you know what? This sliver they cut, that's the perfect size for me. So I just start chewing. Well, I go to swallow, and it's feeling a little tight, but I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I got this. I go to swallow one more time. All of a sudden, this thing is lodged in my throat. I can't breathe at all. I try to drink some water, and it spittles right back out of my throat. I'm just like, oh, what do I do? Luckily, my mom, who's obsessed with me, is across the table just staring me down, just like a hawk. She's like, are you okay? Luckily, because I was about to flip that table, I am going to let everybody know that I am choking. This is a fancy restaurant. There's got to be at least one doctor in here that can save my life. I'm ready. My dad, this is what gets me. My dad looks at me, straight up tells me, go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom? Are you kidding? I am dying. I can't, there's no air coming into my throat. You want me to get up and walk to the bathroom? I want the Heimlich right there on the spot. I want you to do what you were taught in health class right there, please. So I couldn't imagine. He's acting like I'm causing a scene. You damn right I'm causing a scene. I am on my deathbed. I'm not going to die tonight. This is not the night. All right? So that's when I realized, I got to start living life a little bit differently and staying on my path. So also, I live with my aunt and she's a lovely lady. I love my aunt. Bless her heart, sweetest lady you'll ever meet. But she is a little on the overweight side. She's a big girl. Love her to death. All of her. And so, you know, I have nothing wrong with that. But there's just a couple times that just stuck out to me and just kind of gets me off guard. One day she gives me her card. She goes, "Hey, Caleb, go get us some dinner from Popeyes." I'm like, "All right, love me some Popeyes." Pull up to the drive-thru. Well, I get a text from her, the meal order. It is for an 8-piece mix, half a dozen biscuits, a pint of mashed potatoes and gravy, a pint of red beans and rice, a gallon of sweet tea. At the end of it, it says, "Also, get yourself anything if you'd like." If I'd like, get me something. I don't know if Popeye's going to have any chicken left. What's next? She wants me to give you a barrel of mashed potatoes and gravy? I don't think that's how it works, Aunt Judy. All right, you need to calm down. All right, so I got over that pretty quick. But then close to Thanksgiving, actually 2 days before Thanksgiving, I'm at the house. I open up the fridge, and I see three pecan pies. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hey, Aunt Judy, you know you bringing Thanksgiving dessert to the Thanksgiving party tomorrow?" "No, why?" "No. You just decide to keep 3 pecan pies in the fridge? It's all for you? Everything's for..." All right, you know, I can't handle that. It's a little much. But what really got me, what set me off the edge, was we were at Walmart one day shopping. And, you know, she uses the scooter when she's in Walmart, which, you know, hey, good for her. She can't walk that much, so getting the scooter, make it easier. What got me was I'm in the aisle looking for something. She rolls up in the scooter, but when she rolls up in the scooter, she's out of breath. She's like, Caleb, can you grab that for me? Oh, excuse me, what, did you have to push start the scooter from around the aisle over there that I didn't see? You're pushing one button. I mean, I don't understand how that's going to make you out of breath. You know, calm down, please. I can't handle that. It's too much. All right. My dad, he is something else. He's crazy. He's the reason I am who I am today. But he says things that are just a little bit off. At Thanksgiving this year, we were sitting around after we got done eating, a few family members, my aunt, my uncle, my mom, dad, some cousins, in the living room. Just no one was talking. We were just all shameful for how much we had just consumed. We were just sitting there in pain. And my dad out of nowhere decides to say, "Have you ever just been talking to somebody and in the middle of a conversation, you just think, what would happen if I just punched him as hard as I could, just right in the face?" No, Dad, I haven't ever thought that. I'm a normal, nice human being. He said, "Oh, I was thinking about that earlier when I was talking to your great-grandma." Great-grandma? She's 95 years old. If you were to look at her and guess her age, you would say 95, because she's just not that well. But he would have dusted her. Now that just gets me, I'm starting to think, what if my dad would have just smashed my grandma? How horrible would that? This old lady would have not stood a chance. She was just instantly crippled. I'm starting to feel bad. I'm like, Jesus, Dad, you need to calm down. All right. So, I'm going to tell y'all about the worst first date that I have ever had. And it was actually about 4 or 5 months ago. This girl and me, we were talking. We've been texting for a little bit. And she says, I was like, "Well, do you want to go, like, watch a movie and play some mini golf or something like that?" She said, "Yeah, it sounds great." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So that day she texts me and she says, "Hey, would you like to come eat a fish fry at my friend of the family's house?" I was like, "Oh, I love free food, like anything, yes, I will be there." So I go, I load up on fish, shrimp, hush puppies, everything. I'm good. So we go get in the golf course, putt-putt, so second, third hole. I'm starting to feel a rumbling in my stomach, like something I can't hold back. I'm like, "Oh God, Caleb, you know, you're a man. Push this down. This is what you've trained for." Like, all right, so I power through. All of a sudden, it's about that 8th or 9th hole, and it comes back with a vengeance. We're both on the putting green right there, and it's gonna happen, like right then. So I'm like, all right, how am I gonna handle this? I'm gonna mask the sound of my fart with a noise from my body. I'm just gonna say some words, and that'll cover it up. That'll be great. Well, my body decides not to work with my mind, so as soon as I go to say, "Oh my God," which is what I was gonna use to cover it, it happens like this. I'm like, all right. Oh my God. Did not work out at all how I planned. I was so embarrassed. Like, what do you do after that? You just let one rip right in front of this girl. So I just ended up leaving her there and never talked to her again. Well, thank you. My name's Caleb. I hope you all have a great night and be safe.